Hello you guys, it's Grace, and I'm about to go save a bunch of dogs. Tomorrow, the 4th of July, I will be leaving for Texas on a transport with a rescue. This rescue goes on a transport to Texas once a month. Every time I saw a post about it, I kept telling myself that I was gonna go. So here I am. I'm going on the trip. I coerced my mother into coming on the trip with me, which I'm extremely grateful for. We are bringing back 95 dogs and 16 kittens from a shelter down in Texas that is overflowing. As of right now, we are not going to be taking a foster dog from the transport. There will be 2 vans, the one my mom and I are driving, and then there's another lady named Tracy who is going to be taking another van. She lives in Texas, I believe, and will be driving up to the northern United States where we are located at. They'll be spread out in foster homes throughout the area. Emily, she is a veterinarian and she does all of the spays, neuters, amputations, vaccinations, all of that on her own. She is so motivated. I want to be a veterinarian someday, so I'm hoping to get some job shadow hours in and just help her out with anything that I can because she does it all on her own. She doesn't have any technicians. These dogs don't get out to go for walks or get a ton of attention or anything like that. They're basically sitting in the shelter because they don't have enough help to give them that one-on-one attention that they all deserve because there's just so many animals and not enough people. I don't really do a whole lot of vlog type videos, so this might be interesting, but I'm planning on vlogging the trip, hopefully show you the experience and kind of get it out there. This is something I'm very, very passionate about, and I'm very excited to be able to share it with all of you guys and maybe inspire you all to take some action and help out a local rescue near you. I will see you guys tomorrow morning when we start off our journey. I'm gonna go pick up the van that we're gonna be driving and hopefully get everything packed up and ready to go so we can head out really early tomorrow morning. So I'll see you soon. Hi guys, so we are on the road. I drove the first 4 hours and then we stopped, switched drivers, and now we're on the road again. So we're hoping to get all the way to Dallas, Texas tonight. It's gonna be a long day of driving. Here is the back of the van. We have kennels and bowls and blankets and all sorts of stuff. We're now scheduled to take 96 dogs and 16 kittens. We already had an add-on. There's my mama. She's the driving. I only ended up getting 3 hours of sleep last night because I could not fall asleep for the life of me. So I fell asleep around 2 a.m. even though I was in bed by like 10. And then woke up at 5 and we got on the road by 6. I'll see you next time. These are the Bazaar cattle pens in Kansas. It was mile upon mile of fields filled with cattle. We're not in Kansas anymore. We are in Oklahoma City right now, and that means we only have a little over 2 hours left of our journey for the day. And hopefully we'll be there around 9:15 so we can get to bed semi-early and get some good sleep in. We have been in 6 states now, and we will soon be entering our 7th state. We started in Wisconsin, then Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Kansas. We're in Oklahoma right now, and then we'll be entering Texas shortly. We did see a little like coyote puppy on the side of the road, and it was so cute. That's it. So, bye. Hello you guys. I have arrived in Dallas, Texas, and this is the view from our hotel room. It is amazing. It's really, really cool, and there are fireworks. It's so late that we won't actually be watching a fireworks show, so it's kind of nice to be able to like watch them from the window. And I'm probably gonna go to bed because we have a 4-hour drive in the morning. Good morning! So we just left Dallas, Texas, and we are doing the last 4 hours of our trip. We'll probably get to San Antonio around 12:15, and we're gonna get some lunch, and then I'm gonna go to the shelter and hopefully watch some surgeries and help out with the vet side of things this afternoon. Okie dokie, I'll give you an update when we get there. Bye-bye. Hi guys, so it is Friday morning. We are about to go to the shelter and volunteer. I'm sorry I didn't vlog all day yesterday after we got here. We basically showed up at the shelter and I got to watch some spays and neuters, and then we spent about an hour cataloging where all the dogs are that we were taking with us on the transport. After that we went to the Alamo and the Riverwalk, and the Riverwalk was gorgeous and the Alamo was super cool as well. And then today we're literally gonna spend the whole day at the shelter, hopefully. We're gonna take the dogs for walks that aren't coming with us on the transport, because otherwise they just sit in their kennels like all day every day and it's so sad, and do whatever else that they need for us to do. Bye for now. Hi you guys! So I just had a very fun-filled, adventurous, crazy day. We were at the shelter at 9:40 this morning, and we spent from 9:40 until 12:40 cleaning kennels. They literally have like 50 dog kennels, and then they have a bunch of kennels in the city shelter part, because there's two shelters, the city shelter and the hand-me-down hound shelter. So the hand-me-down hound shelter has like 50 kennels, and then they had a cat room. So we were cleaning all of those, and each one of the kennels has two sides. So it has a side here, and then there's a gate that comes down, and then they have another side. So we had to clean both sides of each of those, so it was like the equivalent of 100 kennels. The cat rooms and all of that, it just took so long to clean, and it was my mom, me, and then there was a very, very nice gentleman there as well. We went for lunch at La Villa Mexican restaurant. That was delicious. I had 2 beef enchiladas and then some really good beans and rice. We went back to the shelter at around 1:40, and we were there until now, which is 5 o'clock. It was really, really sad seeing those dogs there, because just knowing that a lot of them will be there for a long time. Like if we didn't take the dogs, they would just sit there in the shelter, because they don't do a lot of adoptions or anything like that at the shelter, because no one wants to adopt dogs. No one really cares. I'm so happy we're getting a lot of them out of the shelter. It's amazing. We packed up all the vans this afternoon. They have all the kennels set up and everything, and then tomorrow morning we're getting to the shelter at 6 a.m. and we're gonna load up all the dogs and hopefully get out of there semi-early and just book it on back to Wisconsin. I took some dogs for walks and I fell in love with this one little cattle dog. His name's DOG, so they were doing like a clever twist on calling him Dog, which is kind of funny. My arm is like covered in dirt because they would like jump up on me and I'd get dirt, and my legs too, so I'm gonna take a shower too. I will definitely keep you guys posted and show you guys the full van tomorrow before we head out. Hi guys, so we're all packed up. It is Saturday morning. We had a little bit of an issue this morning. Our van had a nail in the rear tire. We had to take it into the shop, and we were like, okay, so we went to the Walmart place, like auto place first, to see if they could get it fixed up. We went there and they were like, this is non-repairable, we're gonna need to take off the tire and give you a brand new tire. And then they didn't have that tire in stock, so we had to go to Firestone then, and we had to get the tire replaced, and that took like a whole hour and a half. So then we got back to the shelter at around 9 a.m. and then we just got done loading dogs. We added a few more and swapped out a few, and now we are at 100 dogs even on the transport, and a bunch of cats. We don't know how many cats. They're in the other van. There's a lot of dogs in here, and it's really, really hot outside. It's currently 91. We have these little plastic fans on all of the kennels to kind of get some airflow going, and we have the air conditioning up all the way, and it's going to stay on all the way the whole trip. Whenever we stop for gas or anything, the van has to keep running to keep that cold air flowing, because it's just really, really hot. We have like a Chihuahua mixed mama named Harley, and she has 4 puppies, so they need food when we stop, but everyone else just goes the whole trip without food. It's about 19 hours of driving, and then of course our stop time. Hopefully it's smooth sailing from here now that we have our tire fixed, and we'll see how it goes. Hi guys! So it is 6 a.m. on Saturday morning, and we are on our way home still.
It's actually Sunday morning.
Did I say Saturday?
Yeah.
Happy Sunday! Alright, yeah, it's Sunday. We have been driving for a long time, and we have almost 4 hours left, so we're not gonna get there until 10 a.m. I slept a couple hours this morning, which I wasn't expecting. Usually I can't sleep in a car. It's freezing in here because we're up by the air conditioning, and it has to be running like full-fledged The AC cranked all the way up, so it gets really, really cold up here in the front, obviously, but in the back, it's still pretty hot. There's all of our friends. They're finally sleeping. This one dog up here to bark forever. We thought he would never stop, but he finally quieted down. Because of the cold, I'm wearing a t-shirt, 2 sweatshirts, and I'm bundled up in a blanket. So it's real cozy up in here. I've had a lot of caffeine. We're gonna go stop and get more now. When we get there, we're gonna unload crates and go from there. We are back from our trip and I have an extra dog here. So that probably gives you a little bit of insight on what happened at the end of this trip. It's now Wednesday, we got back Sunday. Sorry I didn't vlog at all in between the last vlog and now. It was crazy and I just didn't get a chance to vlog. So I thought I'd wrap everything up now. Got back at 10 and had a bunch of people that were helping unload the vans, take dogs for walks. Oh, thank you. So this trip was truly the experience of a lifetime. It was amazing. I learned so much about people, about dogs, about veterinary medicine in shelters. Like, I got to shadow the vet that does all of the vet work for those 2 shelters that we were working with in Texas. But it's just really sad for me, being like such an animal lover, seeing what the dogs go through down there. Like Petey, he was in the shelter for over a month, and that just blows my mind because a dog like him in a shelter up here would be gone in like a week. Usually we pull the dogs that are really adoptable and people will like snatch them up right away. I have a soft spot for bully breeds, and seeing so many down there, it was just really sad for me. And then also in our van down there, we had to stop in a parking lot because one of the dogs was like busting out of his crate, and we stopped at one of these places and we had like the van doors open to get some airflow so it wouldn't be so hot in the back. And we were sitting there trying to fix that crate, and we had like 3 separate people come up to us and ask us, what kind of puppies are they? Are they for sale? Like, it's normal in Texas for people to be selling puppies out of their van in a parking lot. It goes to show just how many backyard breeders there are out there, and just that not a lot of people are adopting from shelters. We ended up with 100 dogs and I think 22 cats. We changed a lot of animals' lives this weekend. It was just so rewarding. I came back feeling physically exhausted from all of the work I put in, cleaning kennels and walking dogs and everything, just the driving, but mentally and emotionally restored. Like I was doing something to benefit the world and all of these animals in need. So it really, really made me feel amazing, and I hope that all of you out there have a chance to experience something like this. You think you know how bad animals' lives are and how bad the animal overpopulation is, and then you go on something like this and you see that you have no idea and it's so much worse than you think it is. That's just kind of the point of this video. I want to show you just how bad it is. Every single kennel in the 2 shelter buildings were full, and they had an overflow section in the middle of the other shelter. They had another like full row of kennels, and then in the center of that they had just standing kennels, like just normal dog kennels that there were dogs in. So they were completely full. They were going to be euthanizing for space soon if they couldn't find someone to take these dogs. So without rescues that are pulling from shelters down there, so many of those dogs would have been euthanized for no reason. I feel so blessed to have been a part of this journey and to be able to help them. If you have any questions at all about rescue or transports in general, anything that you want to know, feel free to ask those in the comments below. I am here to answer your questions. There are so many ways to help. Even if you can't foster or you can't go on a big transport like this, you can do so much for animals just by volunteering your time or donating or whatever you have the ability to do. Anyway, yeah, that is my transport. It was fantastic. I loved it. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what this whole thing was about. Be watching out for an update showing you more about Petey. He's a really sweet dog. In the meantime, spread awareness, be the voice for these dogs that have no voice, and I will see you next time. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment below any questions you have about rescue. Also subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever I post a new video. I'll see you next time. Bye!